You reach for a handful of almonds, a healthy snack. You slice a mushroom into your pasta. You sweeten your tea with honey. You do it without a second thought. But what if you knew that almonds contain cyanide, that the wrong mushroom could shut down your liver in hours, and that for the ancient Greeks, honey was the superfood of assassins? Welcome to the dark history of your pantry, where the line between food and poison is terrifyingly thin. We live in an age of unprecedented food safety, but our ancestors navigated a culinary minefield. They believed your dinner could curse your children, drive you mad, or kill you on the spot. Think you know what's safe to eat? By the time we're done, you'll be thanking your local grocery store for not stocking the deadly delicacies of the past. Forget to subscribe at your own peril, and let's unearth the lethal secrets of the foods you eat every day. Let's start with the almond. It's the king of healthy snacks, a staple of vegan milk and gluten-free flour. But every almond you've ever eaten is a domesticated mutant, a genetic anomaly that's missing one key ingredient, a lethal dose of cyanide. Wild almonds are brutally toxic. A handful of just 10 to 15 bitter, wild almonds contains enough cyanide to kill a small child. For an adult, about 50 would be a fatal dose. For millennia, humans knew almonds as the bitter nut that could kill. So how did we domesticate a poison? By accident. Thousands of years ago in the ancient Near East, a single almond tree underwent a random genetic mutation. This one tree lacked the gene that produced the cyanide compound. Our ancestors, likely observing that birds could eat from this specific tree without dying, discovered this one safe source. From that single mutant tree, every sweet almond on Earth today is descended. They literally bred the poison out of it. We cloned this one safe tree through grafting, spreading it across the world. The fear of almonds never truly went away. Even today, the sale of raw, truly wild bitter almonds is prohibited in many countries, including the United States. The bitter almond extract you buy for baking is made from the pits of other fruits, like apricots, and has the cyanide chemically removed. Every time you eat an almond, you're trusting that it came from the good family tree, not its deadly wild cousins that still grow in the mountains of the Middle East. Now let's talk about mushrooms. To us, they're a pizza topping. To the Romans, they were a high-stakes gamble with your life. They called mushrooms the food of the gods because their sudden appearance after a rain seemed magical. But they also knew it was a food that could and did kill emperors. The Roman Emperor Claudius famously died in 54 AD after being served a dish of what was likely the death-cap mushroom, one of the most poisonous fungi on Earth. It was almost certainly a political assassination, arranged by his wife Agrippina to put her son Nero on the throne. The death cap is a perfect murder weapon. It reportedly tastes delicious and looks similar to edible straw mushrooms. The symptoms don't appear for 6 to 12 hours, long after the meal is over. First comes agonizing stomach pain, then a brief period of seeming recovery. But this is a trick. During this time, the toxins are silently destroying your liver and kidneys. By the time the final, fatal symptoms appear, it's too late. Death is inevitable and horrific. Because of this, mushroom foraging was a profession reserved for experts. A wealthy Roman would never just pick a wild mushroom. They would hire a professional mycophagus, a mushroom expert, to identify safe ones. Getting it wrong meant certain death, and a single mistake could wipe out an entire dinner party. The fear was so profound that for centuries, many cultures in Europe completely avoided wild mushrooms, viewing them all as goblin homes or devil's food. It was safer to just let them rot. Honey, it's nature's perfect sweetener, a symbol of all things wholesome. But in the ancient world, there was a specific type of honey that armies feared more than enemy soldiers: mad honey. In the regions around the Black Sea, certain species of rhododendron flowers produce a potent neurotoxin called granotoxin. If bees make honey from these flowers, the honey itself becomes a powerful hallucinogen and poison. The effects are terrifying. A small dose causes dizziness, hallucinations, and intense euphoria. A larger dose leads to vomiting, seizures, heart arrhythmia, and what ancient writers described as a near-death state. The most famous account comes from 67 BC. King Mithridates VI, an expert in poisons, was being chased by the Roman general Pompey and his legions. Knowing the Romans had a sweet tooth, Mithridates' forces gathered pots of this local, mad honey and left them along the Roman army's path. The Roman soldiers found the honey, gorged themselves on it, and fell to the ground, completely incapacitated and tripped.